It's huge, it's scary, and with razor-sharp teeth, you can tell the Megalodon is one of the most terrifying animals in the sea. Though it's prehistoric and thought to be extinct, the 10 Megalodon sightings you're about to see here are enough proof that these monsters might just be very much alive in our oceans. Just look at this 50-foot Meg. And how about this one here? But first, let's look at this large fin that appeared in the ocean. Number 10. A huge shark sails close to a boat. Now, if you happen to be sailing in the ocean and see such a large fin, just run for your safety. This image reveals a danger that only a wise man can detect, and that's why when you go sailing in the ocean, you're advised to stay safe because you never know what you'll encounter. This family was sailing in the Bay of Fundy in North America, but the least they expected to meet is a beast of the sea. As they kept sailing in search of sea dogs, the father happened to look in the water, and what he saw from a distance left him in shock. Two large fins apart sticking out of the water seemed to be moving next to their boat. At first, his kids thought it was a sign of two sharks, an adult and a baby swimming close to one another. But the father made it clear that it was a single huge shark, looking at how far apart the dorsal fin and the upper lobe were from one another. Could this be a present-day Megalodon? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Number 9. Cape Town Megalodon attacks. Back in April 2013, a group of 4 friends who were camping in South Africa decided to take a fishing trip in the evening off the coast of Cape Town. But little did they know their adventure will end up in horror. The trip begins merrily, even as one of the girls is heard saying that they're out to catch the biggest fish they can find. And sure enough, they begin pulling what seems to be like a big enough fish. It was fun until after 2 hours in the dark of the night when something unexpected happened. A horrifying noise of something enormous hitting their boat repeatedly is heard. The camera falls to the floor and the boat starts capsizing, leaving them screaming for help. With no one close to help, they are left at the mercy of the vicious invading creature. What happened next, no one knows. But the following day, news of the event on how a monster shark overturned a boat was covered widely by various media. Though South Africa's authorities embarked on a searching mission for the remains of the friends using a plane and a team of divers, their bodies were never to be found. Deep-sea divers who were lucky to find the wreckage of the ship reported that the ship was either bitten or torn in half. Indeed, whatever creature it might have been, there is no doubt it's much larger than a whale, and nothing else could be more than a whale in the ocean if not a megalodon. Number 8. 50-foot Megalodon. Ever seen a 50-foot shark? Perhaps not, but a group identified on Facebook as Buzz Channel published a video on Facebook in October 2016, claiming to have captured a huge shark measuring 50 feet swimming 1 mile down the Mariana Trench. This terrifying clip, which has since gone viral, receiving millions of views, raised a lot of reaction, even as scientists and netizens tried to identify the bizarre creature. Some claimed it was a whale, but again the creature had gills and fins, a sign that it was a kind of fish. Others thought it was a Pacific sleeper shark. However, this guess was dismissed, considering that a Pacific sleeper shark grows only to 20 feet. Still, there was another group that dismissed the entire footage, claiming it was not filmed in the depths of Mariana Trench. Rather, it was recorded by a submersible in Japan's Suruga Bay back in 2008. So what could this large deep-sea shark be? Could it be the last remaining Megalodon? Well, we leave it to you to decide. Number 7. Megalodon attacks a whale. We all know that the whale is the biggest creature in the depths of the ocean, but maybe we might just be wrong on this one. It seems there's another monster deep in the ocean that's so large enough to scare the whale, and even prey on the whale. That might sound pretty weird, but not until you watch this footage that was captured by a father and his son. According to the footage that was recorded in Hawaii by the family in January 2009, the family is seen going about their business, fishing as usual. But suddenly, the young lad spots something strange, and when the father pans the camera, we get to see a partially eaten whale lying on the shore, seemingly brutally attacked from the tail side. I mean, this is insane to say the least. I mean, what kind of ocean creature could be so large to bite off a whale in half? Upon studying the impact of the bite, marine biologists concluded that the tail was bitten off in one bite. And that leads us to the conclusion that it's the Megalodon that attacked the whale, because it's the only underwater creature that is so large enough to bite a whale of this magnitude in just one bite. Number 6. Monster shark terrifying attack. In another terrifying incident recorded in Queensland, Australia, a 3.7-meter, approximately 9-foot-long great white shark was found killed and partially eaten by a mystery giant shark in the waters off Stradbroke Island. Looking at the magnitude of the bite, you can tell the predator must have been of a pretty great length. Although experts think that the biting predator could be about 20 feet, again, I'm convinced that the predator must have been much larger than that, perhaps the size of a megalodon. I mean, what else could be that huge to nearly bite a shark in two, if not a meg? Number 5. Kayak catastrophe. When you're a kayaker, you can bear witness that catastrophes are part of your daily business. From deep-sea monsters flipping your boat to encountering terrifying sea animals, kayakers have seen it all. And this one here is not an exception. While sailing on his kayak in the ocean, this man was fortunate to make a close call with a 40-foot shark that was swimming next to his boat. He was so terrified as the black shark appeared to be approaching his boat. Luckily, he managed to paddle away as fast as his hands would let him and escaped what could have been a deadly attack. Well, next time he goes kayaking, we hope he'll take the necessary precautions. Number 4. 62-foot megalodon in Chile. We all know that governments have been placing underwater cameras on the surface of the ocean to secretly monitor the behavior of sea creatures, and they have kept updating us on mysterious things that happen underneath the water. Some cameras have spotted what no man was supposed to see, and we all love to watch this. Due to the high demand for footage of marine life, private sector investigators have also come in to investigate what goes on at the surface of the ocean. And one young man from Chile decided to place a camera in the Pacific Ocean. But what his camera captured was indeed out of this world. The camera recorded an image of an unusually large fish swimming near the seabed. Even though the camera did not record the entire fish, at least it captured part of its body, enough to investigate. So the boy reported the image to authorities. After keenly synchronizing frames of the video and doing some calculations, marine biologists revealed that the actual size of the beast was a staggering 62 feet. At first, they didn't believe it, but after doing the calculations again, they arrived at the same figure, clearly revealing evidence of what could be a megalodon. Number 3. Megalodon on the coast of Brazil. On the 20th of November 2012, the Brazilian Coast Guard received a call to rescue a drowning swimmer who was swimming off the coastline of Brazil. And so ready for the mission, the Coast Guard decided to use a helicopter with a camera attached to monitor the rescue mission. Immediately, the Coast Guard spotted the drowning swimmer. They lowered a ladder to help rescue him. But what looked like a routine rescue operation ended up uncovering the unexpected. The camera recorded a bizarre marine creature that left many shocked. Just next to the drowning swimmer was a huge shadow passing beneath the waves. This footage has since gone viral, stirring a heated debate on what exactly the creature was. Some claimed it was a white whale or perhaps an orca, but the shadow seems to be larger than that. In fact, marine biologists estimated the size to be about 60 feet. This leaves us with no other choice but a megalodon. Number 2. Baby megalodon in Mexico. The fact that megalodons are huge could possibly mean that their young ones are also incredibly large, measuring over 20 feet in length. And true to that, this group of divers was busy minding their business in a cage off Mexico's Guadalupe Island when they spotted what looked like a young but huge shark. The shark was over 20 feet long and it was seen swimming around them as if wanting to attack the cage. Even though shark expert Mauricio Hoyos, who first published the video in 2013, called the creature the biggest shark ever filmed, I think this could be a baby megalodon, considering that sharks rarely grow as big as this. And at the same time, the shark itself looks younger. Megalodons can grow up to 60 feet and tend to inhabit the deep waters. So what do you think of this footage? Could it be a baby meg or the largest shark ever? Number 1. Satellite image of a megalodon. A recent NASA satellite image that was captured in Sao Paulo, Brazil, has drawn the attention of many to what could be a present-day living megalodon. Observed from afar, the image looks like a massive oil spill, but after zooming in, you realize it's just a bunch of harmless microbes. But then, there is another dark, shadowy figure that looks like a huge shark. When you zoom in further, there is another group of what look like ordinary sharks. Now, the question is, what could be this large shark swimming in isolation? A comparison photo of a bus yard taken at the same resolution reveals that the buses are in fact quite smaller compared to the large shark. And so this leaves us with an educated guess that this could be a megalodon. So what are your thoughts on this? Thanks for watching.